But if we fear God, guess what happens? Our children get to walk in the righteousness of the Lord. And your kids. So you're not living for you. That's the reality of this whole Christian walk. This Christian walk isn't about you. This Christmas season is not about you, though it is. You are the beneficiary of it. So you do get to receive the presents and the presence of God through this life. But the reality is, this is for your kids. I'm speaking to parents right now. Not every season's been easy. And some prayers barely squeaked out of your mouth because the season was so hard. There were some days where tears couldn't even come out of your eyes because there was no more H2O inside your system to provide for those glands. But God knows. That's what's happened. As you come under the fear and protection of God, God is ready to hook up your kids with righteousness. See, God knows the booby tracks of the devil. He knows his plans for your kids. But God says, I have plans for you, says the Lord, to give you a hope and a future, not to harm you. That's why it's so hard. For every person that has kids, the reason why it's hard to pay bills, that's the reason why it's hard to show up to work sometimes. It's the reason why it's hard to get to the gym. The reason why it's hard to read your word. The reason why it's hard to pray. The reason why it's hard to keep running is because the devil wants to take you out so he can get them. He don't want them to be inheritors of righteousness. But every time you don't want to do it, ask for God to give you the grace. Tap into that mercy.